Thank you very much. This is a celebration in front of a lot of our good friends, and we've been celebrating in a certain way every night at about 4 in the morning when I had to call you and say, you gotta vote for us. The speaker would call and it'd say, please, please get him to vote. I said, it's 4 in the morning. And everybody took the call, and just about everybody voted. And it's an amazing thing. So amazing that I just signed, and it was really helped a lot by our big, beautiful deal that we just did, the big, beautiful bill, as we call it. But I just signed the largest trade deal in history, I think maybe the largest deal in history, with Japan. And that was done with Japan. They had their top people here, and we worked on it long and hard, and it's a great deal for everybody. I always say it has to be great for everybody. It's a great deal. A lot different from the deals in the past, I can tell you that. But we're doing really well as a country. We're strong. We have a lot of money flowing in. The tariffs are kicked in better than anybody other than me and a few of the people in the room thought could happen, Howard and Scott. And I just want to thank you. You've been unbelievable allies, because you're really allies. That's what you've been, and we appreciate it. Some were very difficult, but you got there. And some were a little bit, they had a little confidence, and they came in early, and we just appreciate everybody. But we're gathered tonight to celebrate 6 months of incredible achievements by one of the most successful House majorities in American history. That's what it's about. All right? Despite having an incredibly narrow margin, and you know that, we had actually one period, Speaker, where we had one. In other words, we had a majority of one. Then we took a few good victories with some little elections that took place. A couple of other things happened, and we ended up with 7. But we had one, and the Speaker said to me, you know, we're one heart attack away from losing the majority. We don't want to be there. And I think the results of what we're doing together will give us a tremendous midterm. We're going to work together very hard. We're going to make all those robocalls for you, and we're going to pick it up, and we're going to really increase. I think we should increase by a lot. But despite this incredibly narrow margin that you've already fulfilled, think of this: more promises than any Congress in generations. There's been no Congress, and we've had some even where we were up quite a bit, but there's been no Congress like this Congress in terms of achievement that people can even think of. Now, we have to take world wars out. We can take a couple of things out, but basically there's never been anything like this. And we did this with very small majorities. And I want to thank John Thune also, because the Senate has been, and all of the people in the Senate, because they've been terrific also, working with Mike and everybody. But I especially tonight want to thank Speaker Johnson for doing a job that I think you could have done. I think he'll go down, and I think he's got a long way to go. He's going to go down as one of the greatest speakers at any time in history. And, you know, and I say this, you needed a very precise personality to get these voters. If you had somebody that was just a little bit off, you were going to lose 20 votes. Then you couldn't lose any. So I just want to thank you. Everybody believes that too, Mike. Thank you very much. Great job. And Kelly is here. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Kelly. Also, a man of great courage, Steve Scalise. He's our majority leader. No, I've told the story so many times, but he was very brave. I saw him in the worst of times. I was there at his hospital late at night with his incredible wife, and we thought Steve was not with us. He was going to be a goner, and he was tough. And I actually think you look better now than you did then. If you want to, you look better now than you did before this horrible thing happened. So whatever the hell you're doing, you're going to have to let us know, all right? But he's great. And another guy who I've really gotten to like, and usually this doesn't happen because I used to have little arguments. I said, boy, he's a tough guy. He's a nasty, tough guy. And then I realized how talented he was, how good he was. And we got to be, I think, really good friends Tom Emmer, he's incredible, actually. But his wife, oh, there she is. But she liked me, and she said, you know, you don't understand my husband. He's really, and she turned out to be right. His greatest asset. Thank you both for me. That's so nice. Thank you. She was incredible. And every other member of Congress that's with us. We have almost pretty much a full contingent. Some of you have your spouses, and we appreciate, and that's why we appreciate what you've had to go through. These were late nights, and a lot of them, too. We had a lot of them. We had, if we turned off the phones at 3:30 in the morning, we weren't working very hard. It was really something. So I just want to thank you all. And we also have Secretary Scott Bessent. Is Scott here someplace? I think so. Scott, thank you very much, Scott. And we just came in from the Oval Office, where a few people got to watch the negotiation with Japan. It was interesting. Doug Burgum, I think, might be here someplace. Doug, hi, Doug. And I said to the Japanese trade representatives, and these were the top people, we concluded the one deal, Doug, and now we're going to conclude another one because they're forming a joint venture with us in Alaska, as you know, for the LNG. So I said we'll all do that together with Chris. Is Chris here? I don't know. Chris, right? If you could set that up, Doug, it would be great. But they're all set to make that deal now, so I think it's good. This was really the one they had to make, and we're going to make a deal with Japan on the LNG in Alaska, right? Okay, thank you very much. And Howard Lutnick, who was terrific. He was terrific. Howard. He'll never go back into private industry again because he's seen numbers that are so big. This deal is, they say, the biggest deal ever made, biggest deal ever made. And we have Europe coming in tomorrow and the next day. We have some other ones coming in. We're doing things that have never been done in this country before, and our country is becoming very rich again, and that's the way it should be. They're not taking advantage of us, and it's very good. But Howard will never go back into private. You know, he had a big company, but the biggest deal you've ever made is like a quarter of a line of the deal we just left, right? So it's a little tough. Scott Turner is here, who's terrific. Scott, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Scott. Good job.
Hey, thank you for watching this on CNBC TV 18. Hope you liked it. For more such interesting news and updates, follow CNBC TV 18 on all the social media platforms.